That redheaded bridesmaid?
Melissa?
Cute one from the Coldplay concert.
That's Melissa.
Is she coming?
She's a bridesmaid.
Yeah. Is she coming?
She's a bridesmaid. Yes.
What did she ask about me?
Scenes from the award-winning motion picture Lone Survivor, based on the true story of Marcus Luttrell and his fellow Navy SEALs in Afghanistan. Since returning home, Luttrell founded the Lone Survivor Foundation and is now a part of Team Never Quit. Currently, part of the Patriot Tour across our nation with fellow veterans and also with Taya Kyle, the widow of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. Let's welcome in Marcus Luttrell, retired U.S. Navy SEAL and author of the book Lone Survivor, the eyewitness account of Operation Red Wing and the lost heroes of SEAL Team 10. Marcus, thanks for making some time for us here on Newsmax Prime. Tell us about this Patriot Tour and why you're a part of it.
Yes, sir. It started a few years back. The idea for it actually started a little further back than that with me and one of my teammates, Chris Kyle, before he was killed. And ultimately, we decided to kick it back up and get back on the road. So it's me and a bunch of my teammates that I started with. Their stories were so impactful in my life that I wanted them to be on the tour. And we just travel around from city to city and kind of tell our stories. And it's not one of those kind of deals where you walk in and when you get done, you want to beat your head against the wall or you're just so depressed that I don't know, you can't make it home. It's a feel-good thing. I mean, the reaction, the response that we get from most people is that I never knew that you could push the human body that far. Or each one of these guys that are on stage, I mean, every one of them have been knocked down hard and stayed down and had to for a little while. But everybody, the unique thing about it, gets back up and keeps pushing forward, especially Taya. I mean, everything that she's went through. And, I mean, she's such a strong woman. Her story is amazing. So it's just kind of leaning a little perspective on the ins and outs of military life and then some of the stuff that we went through before and how we are applying that to our everyday life once we're out and why most of us are successful. And it's a kind of a...
So really, it sounds to me like it's a very candid assessment. It's warts and all, if you will, but ultimately inspirational for people who come to see you. Have you had young men come up to you saying, you know, I want to be a Navy SEAL like you?
Yes, sir. No, absolutely. And for me, when we do the tour, that's the most beneficial thing is when I get to talk to the younger guys and the kids coming up and they're like, hey, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I just, you know, can you give me some perspective in this? And everybody on the team is like, yeah, I'll lend you this is what I know, this is what I went through, and this is how I had to deal with it. And, you know, I got a lot of teammates that did this and did that as well. And so hopefully they take from it a better idea and understanding what they want to do when they do get older. The main thing I push on is, like, hey, don't be in any hurry to do anything. All right, wars will always be there. Military always be there. We got a saying in the SEAL teams, don't run to your death. Well, don't be in any hurry to get up there and become a man, especially to those younger kids. I'm like, enjoy life. Enjoy being the age you're at. I mean, it's a step ladder, and it's always going up. So don't be in such a hurry to where you miss a rung on that ladder and it sets you back.
As I listen to you talk, Marcus, you're so... you're imbued with a team ethos and now part of Team Never Quit. When you retired from the SEALs, did the team stay intact or did you get a new team of encouragers to help you on the road back in civilian life?
No, absolutely. It was difficult for me when I first got out, separating me from that environment, from that team environment, because I've always been that way. Never individual sports or anything like that. I just always do better in a team environment. So the beauty about our community is that we're so close that we do keep in touch, and they kept me motivated even though I was a civilian now and then. Some of my teammates got out. I met a wonderful woman. She became a wife. We got kids, and then my brother got out. But I surrounded myself with my family and my teammates, and they're all positive people. I mean, we don't have anybody around the family or on the team that's just every time you see them, they're just like, you know, my stomach hurts, or I had a bad day, I didn't get any sleep, or this person, you know, there's no negative. We don't keep that negative vibe around here. So you surround yourself with negative people, or you're going to be a negative person. You surround yourself with positive people, you're going to have a positive outlook. I don't
Marcus, 30 seconds. If there's one lesson you want people to remember from your time as the lone survivor, your book, and, of course, the motion picture, what is that one lesson, Marcus Luttrell?
No matter how hard you get hit, always get back up, because eventually one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to overcome what's in front of you, or you're going to die trying. That's what I've learned.
That's where we will leave it. Marcus Luttrell, we thank you for your time. Again, the name of the book, you remember the motion picture, Lone Survivor. Our thanks to Marcus Luttrell. It is a stirring story and very inspirational now that he's back home. We're coming right back.